Okay, now let's look at our third step in making a simple power supply. Now we've gotten our AC transformed down to a small voltage. We've taken our AC and we've converted it to DC with our rectifier, but now we still have this rather bumpy DC electricity, so we need to smooth that out. And that requires a stage called a filter. And the simplest filter is simply a capacitor, and this is a 100 microfarad capacitor. I have the DC output from our bridge rectifier simply going to the positive negative rails on this breadboard, and then that's hooked up to the oscilloscope. And so let's see what happens when we put our capacitor into the circuit. Right now it's not hooked into the circuit. I'm just going to push this up here, and now it's in the circuit. And look, nice steady DC electricity coming out of there. So that's great. Now we have a nice steady DC current. It's now DC. Now, if we could zoom in, it would look probably a little less flat than that, because there will be some. Let's see if we can zoom in. Oops, let's get rid of channel 2 here. Let's get rid of channel 2. There we go. And let's zoom in. We may have to do some. We may not be able to get in far enough for this. But if we were to look at this in millivolts, we might see a little bit of bumping up and down because there is some rippling, what's called ripple. But what's happening is when the DC DC current goes up, it charges the capacitor. When it comes down, the capacitor then discharges and levels things out. The more load I have here, the bigger the capacitor is going to have to be, because it can only give so much current. So for a small load, this is probably okay, but bigger loads, you can get much larger capacitors, and that's why sometimes in power supplies you see very large capacitors, and that's there to help even out this load. So this is now the filter stage. So we have our transformer, which converts high voltage AC down to low voltage AC. We have our rectifier stage, which converts our AC into DC, and now we have our filter stage, which converts our DC and makes it nice, filters out, makes it nice and smooth.